I don't understand what is happening right now in the dating space. People are prioritizing their selfishness and beliefs over responsibility. If you're a person who's into just yourself, into your own selfish belief, and you're not into responsible things, you're going to suffer painfully, because if you're going to be selfish and ignorant and stupid, please remain that way. Don't lie to people or manipulate them into believing that you were someone better, and once they get with you, they tend to feel remorse on why they did. This is the true story. If you married somebody and you start to maybe misbehave in that marriage, don't think you are hurting them. You're actually hurting yourself, because the person whom you're hurting has already learned, but you haven't learned. If you all go your separate ways, you will suffer painfully, because that person will learn from their mistakes, but they would use it to progress and move forward, while you remain on the lower spectrum and you will suffer painfully. Like they said, when you suffer painfully, God knows how deep low you're going to go. You're going to get bitter, angry. You see that article? It goes way more down, and God knows how low it's going to be. So what is stopping you? Responsibility is the only thing that can make you more mature. When you become responsible, when you decide to become responsible, trust me, it will traumatize you on a more deeper level, but it will make you become even way more stronger. I'll give you an example. See, marriage is one of the sweetest things anybody can indulge themselves in. And what's happening right now in social media, we see people becoming foolish. People are sacrificing their own happiness for their own responsibility. And the funny thing is, once they do it, they have no idea of the consequence. While they are doing it, after, then they start to regret it. See, regret is regret is not what I wish on anybody, because if you regret something, it will eat you up every day. And the funny thing is that you don't need to regret it. All you have to do is just let go. You think money is a problem? Nope, it's not. You think not having a car is a problem? No, it's not. There are people who are suffering from their childhood traumas. Why will someone suffer you when you were 6 years old and now you're 30? You're still suffering. Almost 24 years of your life is being taken away by that trauma caused by an uncle or an auntie. Maybe they told you that you were not good enough. Maybe your uncle told you that you were useless, and you remain useless. And for 24 years, you took that upon yourself to accept that you're useless. Oh my God. There's no maturity and responsibility in that. You just have to just accept yourself the way you are. You are good just the way you are. You are perfect just the way you are. People will tell you, oh, you don't have a car, you don't have a house, you don't have this. Let them tell you whatever they want. Remember, they have their own traumas too. You see that shoe that you see on me that I'm wearing that is nice, don't put it on. Trust me. Okay, let me put this in a more easier way for you to understand. Let's say I bought the new sneakers, let's say Nike's Air, right? And it looks really good on me. And you tell yourself that you want to get it. That's why I tell you, never compare yourself to anybody, because when you compare yourself to somebody, that jealousy you are feeling for that someone is not real. It's the fake part. If you see me wearing some nice expensive shit and I go out, I'm wearing those things to look good outside, but when I come back to my house, I still face the trauma that I'm running from. And that's the person you're comparing yourself to, because you don't know them that deeply. You see that shoe I'm wearing that is brand new, that makes me look clean and fly? That shit is so tight to my leg. I'm feeling so much pain. But you want to wear my own pain without even understanding it. That is why we need to heal from our past traumas. Once you heal from a past trauma, people will not be able to control you. I had this experience where I went to my friend's place, and he just opened his house, and I'm so happy for him that he did. While we're there, we're talking, and here comes this barrage of insults. He came to me telling me, "Oh, Ikenna, look at me. I bought my house. I bought my car now. What do you have?" I told him I don't have these things that you have, and congratulations to him. And he doing that thinks it looks better. People will look at him, but he doesn't even know he look like oh my God. See, if you have money and you are dumb, trust me, you are dumb. People know you are dumb. If you have money and you are dumb, people know you are dumb. I would say be more intelligent. People pray for money and things, rather don't pray for wisdom. When you have wisdom, then you can make money and live, invest in more property and moving way more better. But when you pray for just money and some material things, you will fail. See, you can become a millionaire overnight and you can lose it overnight because you lack the wisdom for you to be able to take those finances and the things that you have, invest in it to increase your money, your wealth, and your value. But no, you don't do that. What do we do when we get money? We buy material things. Look, it's just like this, right? One thing is common in everybody. You see, when you die, we all get buried the same. When your soul leaves your body, trust me, you are worthless. The richest man in the world will put in a cheap fucking coffin, will put in the ground. Sand is cheap, right? Sand is free. The richest man in the world, or the richest woman in the world, once you die, you mean nothing. And guess what? Oh my God, you're dead. People will cry. Just 1 year, you become nothing. You go back to your creator. So what are you doing on earth here that is memorable? Because this is one secret I will share with you. When you are about to die, you don't think about your cars or your house. No, you think about what you have done. I think the educational system isn't teaching us how to be responsible. Rather, it's teaching people how to be more useless. Because I see people who are leaving school right now, they are ignorant, stupid, dumb, and they don't know anything. I don't know why this is happening, because going to school and being educated are two different things. When you go to school, you only go to school to study, but when you're educated, you learn to be responsible, you learn to put yourself in order, you learn to be more respectful. You go to school to learn about business and how to read and write. When you come out is when you put those skills into actions. But the people now, they only come out, they don't put the shit into actions. They're worthless, jobless, out there doing nothing. Imagine somebody went to school for 6 years and they can't even remember what they studied. Damn. A lot of people right now in schools don't know how to read. Some of them don't know how to write, how to spell. So let me get it straight. You did nursery 1, nursery 2, 2 years. You did primary 1 to primary 5, another 5 years. That is, let's say 7 years of your life. You still can't read, you still can't write. You did GS1, GS2, GS3. You can't read, you can't write. You did SS1, SS2, SS3. That's about 12 years already in the lower spectrum. You still can't read and write. And then you go to university, 6 to 7 years, let's say 15 years of worth of education, and still you can't read or write. It's not the educational system, it is you, because you're not serious enough. And we have a lot of people out there that are like that. Just because you went to school doesn't make you more important. Just because you finished school doesn't make you intelligent. When you're educated, you learn to be respectful. Whether the person you're talking to went to school or they didn't, that doesn't stop you from not being kind or nice to them. I hear people say this: I went to school. I mean, if you went to school, you will not be raising your voice at your elders. If you went to school, you'd be mindful of what you say to people. But those that went to school for useless purposes, they act stupidly and cowardly towards other people that didn't. So what is your gain? Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.